And hello, crypto investors. This is Crypto Hulk here coming at you with a show number 1 or 2. I'm going to do a show right now, and then probably in how long? 3.5 hours from now? 3 to 3.5 hours, do another one. So Vin G is here. Good to see you. Okay, so the live chat works. So my name's Crypto Hulk. What I do is I provide for beginning and intermediate level people my crypto opinions, what I see going on in the crypto world. This is a place where you can get real information that is common sense based, and there's absolutely zero hype. I don't ever like doing price predictions, talking about chart stuff and hocus pocus and doing all that stuff. Okay, all the voodoo crypto channels you guys watch out there. There's plenty of those. Watch those for your ego to get pumped up like you're pumping a bicycle tire up. Go to those channels for dumb shit. Okay. This channel is I'm going to talk to you about what's going on in the world of crypto. And we're going to avoid all the fake news and the hype and the FUD and all that dumb shit. So you can see exactly what you should be looking into as far as crypto. And if there's any cryptos that you wanted to buy, I would give you my best opinion on what I'm comfortable with, on which ones I feel are the safest bets. I'm not getting into what you can invest in now and then next week try to be a millionaire with. Go follow those other channels that talk all that dumb shit, okay? So that's how I run this channel. It's very pragmatic, and we just talk about real stuff. Got it? So I like doing the live streams all the time. I don't like recording stuff because I like to interact with people in the live chat stuff, all right? That's what my channel is different than the others, because I don't have 10 gazillion people on my channel by choice, so that therefore I can interact more, help answer questions without doing live chats and all that other fundraising kind of stuff. This channel is done totally free. I don't make a single penny off this channel. My goal is that any monies that I would charge from you, I'll give free advice and you go invest that in crypto. Got it? So that's how I run this fucking channel. So let's see who's here before I begin. E-Bomb is back again. Ibrahim Arab. Hello. Nosy Parker is back. And he says, yo. Michael Mislo. Hey, Crypto Hulk. And then we got Freedom Fitness, Boot Camp, and you're live. Yeah, I tried not to say that today, but I see that every time because what I'm doing is I'm sitting here waiting. So I'm looking at like my notes and I kind of look around and it says waiting. And then all of a sudden, boom, it says you're live. And then the screen kind of lights up, you know. So I just kind of like read what's off the thing there, I guess. Los Angeles 144 MM. Good to see you again. I'm recognizing that name a lot. You're showing up a lot in the live chats. What's up, Uncle Hulk? Well, I got a lot of news is what's up. 2 pages, almost 3. So I'm going to do a little program right now. And then I got to go off and take care of some things. Go in a dry sauna after that, and then come back here totally dehydrated and do another show. But no big deal, right? So is my life. Hey, I'm doing everything I want to do. Like I'm living my life for the past, I don't know, 3-4 years, doing everything that I wanted that's important to me. And that's what I'm trying to do on this channel is to help educate you with whatever little information I got, to help educate you so you can go out and make better decisions. And that one day, when that day comes, you will have enough money to do what you want. Whether it's to go back to school for 4 years and not have to do a part-time job. And if you got kids, you can hire a babysitter or a tutor so that you can do. See, my channel is to provide you ideas so you can take those ideas to make yourself a better life. That's why I do this channel. It's not just to report 15 random news items in 15 minutes. I try to break news items down. I try to bring them up and show you what is going on in the world, how I'm thinking, what I'm going to plan on doing. And then hopefully you can come up, make some money, and then have a better life for yourself. Some people are going to be super rich. Some people are going to have a lot of money, and some people are going to have some money. It depends on how much you put in and how much you're willing to risk. I'm willing to risk everything, okay? But I don't want people to copy me. What I do on this channel is I tell you some stuff, and you watch other people, you read other news, and in the end, you make your own decisions about what you invest in and how much you're willing to lose. Got it? So, see who else is here. Old Drifter is back again. 20,000 XRP. That's a good amount to have. Very, very good. I mean, imagine if you had 20,000 Bitcoin, 20,000 Ethereum. Fuck, any of those things, right? I mean, shit, if I had 20,000 Litecoin right now. Avolate. The Asian dinner. Asia. It's Korea. Korea. The Korean food is the other video you're talking about was amazing. I'm telling you. And I intend to eat like that shit when I'm rich. Like, you know, I got to watch the calories and stuff, but I'll be eating like that every day. I'm going to hire a chef where they either cook that food at the house and cook me up a whole bunch of food for the whole day and break it down, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Or I might just say, hey, come over and make me a dinner tonight. I'll pay you, you know, $200 or something, right? Spend an hour and make me some food and I'll pay you $200. I mean, I'll have money like that. So that's why I'm making this channel, so you guys can have the same or better opportunities as me. Australia, Mr. Jigga. Australia endorses Crypto Hulk. Good, good, good. I got the papers out. You know it's going down. Yeah, when I got a lot of papers here, that means I found a lot of news that I'm, you know, not finding on the regular news. See, the regular news is going to try to scare the fuck out of you so you sell all your crypto. And then later, see, the banks already have different cryptos and stuff, but they always want more. They always want more. So when you start selling, they start buying. It's all a big fucking game, all right? And then Huron Roofing, Uncle Philly. So Huron, hey mate. And then good to see Uncle Philly as a moderator. So again, moderators, you have an important job. One is to kick dumb shits out of the live chat. And that's if they're not speaking English, because I got to know if they're trying to trick, let's say they're speaking Spanish, and they're speaking Spanish to another Spanish-speaking person, and that person gets ripped off. We will prevent that. If you don't speak English on this fucking channel, moderators take them out like a sniper right away. You don't need to ask for permission to pull the trigger. Got it? And anybody being disrespectful, moderators, be like Border Patrol, round them up and throw them out. Okay? If people don't like that shit, don't go on my fucking channel. Go on another one, all right? There's 1 billion trillion places on the internet to go. Don't fuck with this channel because you're going to get taken out quick. Maria V, welcome back. And Veronica Rosario. Papa is here. Cool. So we got a good amount of moderators. Okay, good. Also, that's the first job of the moderators. The other one is take 5 minutes per day. Just look through the comments real quick from the past 24 hours worth of videos or something, all right? You don't need to go back 2, 3, 4 days or something, but just like today and then yesterday, get rid of spam and shit, because those people are going to try to scam people that are curious about Crypto Hulk channel. They might be reading a video from yesterday and then they see some spam shit. So My moderators help this channel be what it is. It's a place for beginning. Now, when you're smarter in crypto like us, we could tell a scammer or a spammer, all right? But new people will be like, oh yeah, well, I'll give you my phone number or I'll give you my credit card number. So that's why moderators really, really help this channel, because they help brand new people that might get scammed. So let's get into this news. I gotta put the paper down here because I notice it's really loud when I fold paper. All right, first story is the SEC. Now check this out. I made a story about this. I made a video about this SEC lawsuit, gotta be 2-3 weeks ago, maybe more. I said that I used to work in court, okay, a few years back. It's been a while. And for about 1 year, I've worked in court. I would present a case to a judge. I'd always like to win, of course. I pretty much always did, but there was this one lawyer that was, I have to admit, way better than me, but there wasn't anybody else. Okay, but anyhow, that lawyer ended up, before I left, because I was working at this one place and I put in my 2 weeks notice, and that lawyer, that I kind of feared that lawyer, because that was that lawyer that just knew everything, this woman lawyer, man. And when I went to court, if I didn't have everything at 100%, this lady would find out the weakness in my case and just bust it up. So she'd make me work as hard as I could, but I respected that because that's her job as a defense attorney, right? And when I left, she came up and said, hey, Crypto Hulk, because that's the name I've been going by since birth, right? So she came up and said, hey, Crypto Hulk, I'm sad you're going to leave here. She said, you're one of the best probation officers like I've ever worked with. And I was like, whoa. And we're supposed to be kind of like good cop, well, police versus defense, criminal defense attorney, but I get along with whoever it was. It didn't matter. So anyhow, this SEC case, the reason I told you about that court thing is because I know how to bring a case to court. I'm not a lawyer, nothing, and I'm also not a financial advisor. So I would have to bring a court to case. So the SEC, check this out, they had 2 years. Imagine. And it wasn't one person, it was like a bunch of people working on this case, like 6 people. 2 years. Now, I'm going to tell you something that an 8th grade lawyer could figure out. All the defense attorneys, I'd work with them and we'd have arguments sometimes, and then sometimes we'd be hanging out in the restaurant, sometimes having lunch together after court, after we almost like choked each other out in court. So it's like a love-hate relationship. I mean, I need a good defense attorney to keep me doing my job correctly. So I'm not knocking them. Because if I don't have a defense attorney whipping me to do my fucking job, then I'll get lazy and not do it. So whatever. So the SEC has 2 years of investigation they got 6 or 8 people or more working on this case. They show up to court and they really don't have a fucking thing. Okay. Real lawyers would have found evidence in that time frame. Real lawyers, SEC lawyers are not real lawyers. They're fucking stupid, okay? Because the defense attorneys that I've talked to and the district attorneys I've actually sat next to and chopped it up with at the table and joked with and talked about cases, because that's how much, and I'd even talk to the judge. I'd go into the judge's chambers, sit down with them. Hey, Your Honor, check this out. Well, I wouldn't say that, but I'd say, Your Honor, I got this case here, so I could work tight with all these people. I know, and I'm not a lawyer, I know that you do not bring a case to court as an attorney, a prosecutor, unless you know you can win. That's just in the business, that's just how it's done, okay? I mean, I knew that, and I'm like a fucking nobody, right? So if you're a lawyer, if you're the law firm, the SEC, representing the people of the United States of America, you don't bring a fucking case to court, assholes, unless you know you can win it. That's why I call them like 8th grade lawyers, because they're like not even at the high school level. This is like basic fucking sense stuff, like Your first year of law school, they probably teach you if you're a prosecutor, don't go to court unless you know you can win. I mean, seriously, 2 years investigation. The SEC seems to be fishing, and I used that term 2-3 weeks ago. Fishing is when you don't have a fucking thing and you have a fishing pole and you put some bait on it and you throw it out in the water. You're fishing. Got it? That's what fishing means in the legal world. After 2 years, the SEC is still fishing. It's kind of late for that, you dumb fucks. When you go to court and you have something called discovery, okay, I'm not a scholar, but I'm going to tell you what. Discovery means you discover what evidence you have at el momento, pendejo. See, this is what I'm talking about. The SEC has nothing. They show up to the party. They're like those stupid nerd kids like back in when you're 17, 18, and you have parties, and you know people are supposed to bring something to the party. Oops, I'm not saying I went to an illegal party when I was underage or nothing, because just in case children are listening, but I'm just saying you, meaning just in a general term, not me. But you know that asshole that shows up to a party that's supposed to bring something, you know? Because when you're 17, 18 and you're poor and you don't have a lot of money, you can't throw a $500 party. Not that I'd know, I'm just saying, you know, I'm just kind of guessing with common sense here. So you show up to the party with something that's big, you know? Well, the SEC shows up to this fucking party with nothing. Nothing. It's called discovery, but we have nothing to. They're like holding a bowl with nothing in it. That's the SEC. Hi, everybody. We're here to sue Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse and shit, but we don't have a fucking thing. So I know this is called discovery. We're supposed to show you our evidence, and we show, you know, you our evidence, and you show us yours, but we don't have a fucking thing. And I'm just like, wow, the SEC is really fucking showing up to this party with nothing. I mean, damn, dude, I'm not a lawyer, but I mean, you should have learned this shit your freshman year in law school, right? I mean, fuck, okay? See where I'm coming at? So that's why I've not ever been tripping on this lawsuit, because it's so fucking, how can I explain this? It's just not possible. Like the shit that they're doing is not, I almost think like it's a fake lawsuit. These people can't possibly be this fucking stupid. They can't be. Because I'm just some guy that, I don't know, back in 2008 worked in court for like a year, presenting cases before a judge, battling district attorneys and defense attorneys and shit. And like, how am I supposed to know this shit? And they don't. The SEC and all these little fucking judges and stuff. Like, damn, dude, this is really fucking embarrassing for this country. Let me look at my notes here real quick. And I also heard, and I won't mention this person's name, but finally, now maybe this person said it before. You know, there's some YouTube lawyers out there, but now I heard one say, and I'm sure they probably said it before, whatever, but now I heard them say, it appears that the SEC might not have any evidence. Oh, is that fucking right? Because I've only been saying that like probably since this case first started. But yeah, so now there are some lawyers now that's starting to feel the SEC doesn't have a case or enough evidence. I just fucking told you that at discovery is where you show you. Why is the SEC going around the world trying to pull in all these people to get their comments on what the hell happened? How did you buy XRP? Now the SEC starting to subpoena Ripple employees. Dude, pretty soon they're going to call like the fucking Easter Bunny, Santa, and St. Nicholas or whatever it is to show up to fucking testify. You see how ridiculous this is? Well, you might as well, hey, SEC, subpoena everybody in the fucking world, because obviously you're like sweating like a hooker in church, okay? Like you're like, oh my god, I know I've been bad. Oh shit, I gotta get out of here. That's what's going. It's so fucking pathetic. I'm watching this court case. Like, why is this case even continuing? How is this judge? Now, I've never been a judge. Just let you know, I'm Crypto Hulk. but I'm not a financial advisor. So how is this judge? The judge should be like, look, okay, stop, time out, or like that. I don't know. The judge should say, okay, SEC, we're going to break this down to where Barney the dinosaur can understand this shit, okay? This is called discovery. Discovery. So what that means, SEC, is all the evidence you have, give it up right now, and then Ripple, you give up all yours, and then we'll all look at it. SEC, look, you keep trying to subpoena people and do this and do that. Okay, let me repeat this again, SEC. Whatever evidence you have right now, give that up for what we call discovery. Do I need to break this down anymore? Because I really can't. Okay? Discovery is different than having like a regular trial. The rules are different here. Discovery is a process, and a regular full-out trial, that's another process. I don't know. Probably confusing it all. Maybe the shit's just way more complicated than I can ever fucking understand, right? Yeah, sure. It is not. So I'll show RL Coinring says, I'll show you mine after you show me yours. SEC trickery. Yeah, the SEC is probably trying to get Ripple in the back room or something. Say, hey, maybe we could work a deal out, and get a little something in the back courtroom, right? Oh, this case is way too much. This lawsuit is to legitimize XRP as clean crypto cause. It will be used by the governments in order to bind all other crypto cause. They're not happy with all this blockchain, and they're not getting any tax. John B. This whole court case is not what it seems. So I'm making jokes of stuff about it and this and that because there's some underlying reason. There's some sort of we'll know a year or 2 or 3 when we look back on history, oh, that's exactly. Now we have some ideas. We have ideas right now on why this court case is happening and why this and why that. It's all pretend. It's make believe because the real reason we don't know. Okay, the real reason we don't know. So I'm aware of what you're talking about. We got to legitimize it in this law. I understand. We don't know exactly how, what, who, what, when, where, how, and why, and all that kind of. It's just we have guesses, and then there's some sharp people making YouTube programs that kind of guess why we're going to have this lawsuit or whatever. I'm just showing you how fake it is. And like I've said, when I first started this channel a couple months ago, maybe 2.5 months ago now, this is 8th grade drama class, okay? We're not in high school. Or maybe I said 9th grade drama class. That's what this is. It's bad acting, really bad. If some guy like me, who's a fucking nobody, can watch what's going on and point out all these, irregularities and how court should be ran, there's a fucking problem with that, honestly. I never went to law school. I'm familiar pretty much with court and how this goes and that. But I'm watching this shit go down this never happened when we were in court. There's things that, my boss in probation, if I presented such a weak case like this, my boss in probation would pull me in her office and say, Crypto Hulk, what the fuck are you doing making us look like jackasses trying to prosecute this criminal, let's just use those terms, and you don't have enough evidence? Do you know how fucking stupid it makes us look right now? See, I knew my boss would probably try to kick me out of that office. If I did that shit one more time, she'd transfer me to the most fucked up place in the county to get a caseload of people to supervise. So I was in a really good area, so I would have to present a very good case that had no leaks to the judge. This SEC case is so, how can I put it, elementary. so unskilled that I'm just like watching it like, my God, I know this is not real, but people step it up and make it look like a real fucking court case. I know this whole court case is a scam, John B. I know it. But I'm like making fun of it because it's kind of fun. But it's also sad because they didn't even get really good actors to do this. They're getting people that don't know what they're doing. And it's just really looking pathetic. Like, yeah. So let me get a couple comments and we'll go on to the next story. Let me scroll down here. Definitely a bad movie. So Popeye's like definitely a bad movie, right? I mean, at least, bring a case where maybe it scares the hell out of XRP people. We think, oh my God. Like Scary Movie, but like a really scary movie, not a funny scary movie. This court case from the beginning, when Jay Clayton like leaves the fucking next day, he like quits. He files this lawsuit, then he quits, and then all the people that were on this case, like they fucking quit. That's like within the first 2 to 3 days of the lawsuit before it even went anywhere. It's already like a bad movie. It hasn't even started yet. It hasn't even started at that point. It was already a bad fucking movie. And then it just continues to get worse and worse and worse. And it's like if we're gonna have to go through this shit, then step it the fuck up, scare the hell out of us a little bit. We think, oh my God. And then at least I'll feel some heart pumping. But this is kind of like you're watching it and you just feel so sad for the SEC. You feel so sad for the United States government that they'd even hire a group of fucking clowns like this. It's like you've got the Three Stooges, Larry, Moe, and Curly, and then you've got like literally circus clowns working the prosecution. I mean, God. So that's just how I see stuff. And in some ways, I guess, we can enjoy the show. But yeah, if I was a little kid and my dad worked on the SEC team, I would not tell people that. I'd say, oh, my dad just works for government somewhere, because this is really embarrassing. Okay, next story. So, and it kind of relates to the SEC. So you remember how the SEC is having this lawsuit and they're claiming that the selling, they're not necessarily claiming, so you got to watch the SEC because they're slick like this. Their lawsuit says Brad and Chris and Ripple were selling securities, but they didn't actually say XRP was a security. But here's the slick guy thing that governments do. They don't want to quite tell you exactly what. You got it? So if and to me, it doesn't really matter if Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, whatever, get found guilty. It doesn't fucking matter. XRP is XRP. I already gave you a story about how Asia is already using the X. It doesn't matter. Ripple and XRP are two separate entities. So whatever happens, Ripple could like disappear tomorrow. It doesn't have a fucking thing to do with XRP. Got it? So with that disclaimer, so what a lot of times the SEC would do is once Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse and Chris are found guilty, then they'll be like, yeah, we also determined that XRP is a security. They would do something like that later. Okay? So they're not saying it now. I got it. But they are going to use it later. Well, if they were guilty of selling securities, then XRP must be a security. That's their logic. We all know the SEC has no logic. The only thing they can do is rip off America, accept bribes like William Tillman and Jay Clayton and walk away with $15 million of outside money while you work for the SEC, but that's another show. So Colorado, the state of Colorado governor now accepts crypto to pay taxes. That means payment and not securities. Wait a second. Wait a second here. Wait. Hold up. So SEC is being sued for alleged securities violations. We know that the Department of Justice has already called XRP currency. We know that the the Treasury Police, I forgot their FinCEN. FinCEN calls XRP currency. You got Colorado now calling cryptocurrencies so they can accept them for payment. There was another town, I think in Wyoming, a little city that accepts cryptos for payment. So there's currency from what I'm seeing. Okay, now I know I'm going out there on a limb. You got the Dallas Mavericks and all these other sports teams, Oakland A's, and accepting cryptos for payment. Look, you don't go out and buy stocks of Goodyear and IBM and then take that shit over to McDonald's and buy a fucking Big Mac, right? I'm right. I'm always right. So how the fuck is it that if crypto is a security, then why are United States state of Colorado accepting crypto for payments? Payments are using crypto and not securities. Whoa. See, this whole lawsuit just needs to go. It's like bad. Bad in the sense that it's just embarrassing, you know? It's like somebody's really, I'm going to go on. So you can't accept a security for payment, everybody. Because if you did, listen to this, listen. If the Mavericks and the Oakland A's were accepting securities for payment, then the SEC would have to arrest them, wouldn't they? Am I making any kind of fucking sense here? Because this whole thing, I feel like I have to explain federal rules to a bunch of 8th graders. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm just saying, if the SEC was watching this, how the fuck is it that I can walk into probably any major sports arena and buy tickets and food and all this stuff and hot dogs with crypto? The SEC's calling them secure. How the fuck am I doing that? Because you should be arresting all the Dallas Maverick people, Oakland A's, and whatever Phoenix is. Like, why don't you arrest? And then in Colorado, so now you got to arrest all the Colorado state employees for accepting securities for payment. Do you realize how fucking stupid all this shit is? I swear to God, man. Like, I see this on the news and I'm like, I got to report this because this is so fucking ridiculous. The SEC is trying to sue them for securities. They don't do a fucking thing when the guy that invented Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin, he sells securities. They got him on tape. Nothing happens to them. Nothing happens in Colorado and Wyoming when they accept payments. Nothing happens to the Dallas Mavericks or the Oakland A's or the San Francisco 49ers. Like, they can use crypto for payment, but nothing happens to them because, see, SEC, you're wrong. You don't make payments, assholes, with securities. You do that with currencies. Oh, we're suing the wrong people. Well, imagine that. See where I'm getting at? These fucking dummies. Sonny Darko says, Hulk is always right. He said these forces would come. That's why he laughed at everyone looking at charts who's laughing now. Yeah, look who's laughing now. Oh, I'm going to get it real quick. So, a little sidebar to this. So, I've been really hammering on YouTubers making dumb shit videos. And they've changed. Oh my God, they've changed. Some have even commented they didn't want to talk about the big crypto Hulk by name. Hey, that's okay. But they kind of mentioned me in different things about YouTube people. I'm like, oh, I know you're talking about me. But that one guy that I just totally had to, let's say, talk bad about, but I didn't mention his name, because anytime XRP would go up, he'd have a sound of a thunderclap in the background. And then he'd be like, oh, XRP's going up. And that shit would be going off during his videos. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? The next day, I didn't hear that shit anymore. It's been gone now for like 2 days. So I know you're listening. I know. And then these two guys that make videos, I know they talk to each other. They got to, because I've noticed too many things where they're saying the same shit or whatever. So I just know that they're like communicating together. And both of them now, thank God, they've cut out like 90% of all their, and the charts say this and the charts say that, and this guy says that, and the other, da, 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 da. We're up 10%, we're down 7. The next week we'll be up 13.5, and da da da, and the projections, and da da da. Next month we should be at 20. Dude, stop the fucking dumb. Remember me saying all that shit, and then today I was listening to them. Well, they only kept that dumb shit to like here. Instead of like showing us this much of that, it was like, woo, way down to there. And I'm like, oh. And I start saying, oh, I know you're listening. Yoo-hoo. I know. I know. So I'll move on. So let's see. Back with the Colorado. So yeah, I'm not going to see anybody in Colorado that works for the state government being arrested for accepting crypto for payments. I bet you we don't see that. Why? Because, in my opinion, cryptos. Now there might be a crypto that's security. I'm not aware of any. It's probably the shit coins or something. But if, like I said, if you own a legitimate crypto, then don't be fucking worried about this shit. My channel is to help you think like an adult, so I bring you real news. I don't think in Colorado the governor is going to bust a move like this so that the governor can go to jail. Just probably a guess of mine, okay? Okay. I think I'm almost done. Oh, okay. I'm going to check a couple comments here. I got a couple little news stories left. The KJV Forever. You're the most honest crypto YouTube. Honest. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just, I'm definitely honest. Because I don't make any money off this. I'm not representing a company. I don't have nearly enough followers. There's this one guy on YouTube's got like 1.7 million followers. He can manipulate a market with that many people and stuff. I'm just some guy with a little bit of people. 224 people watching. So my incentive is to help teach you what I know so you can invest the smart way with no hype. And I can break down reality as I see it, and then you make your own judgment on what cryptos to buy, okay? That's how we do this. Cheap rewards. They're saying Hulk equals real life. Yeah, XRP. What will XRP be in 6 months? That's a question I don't even touch. Like, I'm not putting the guy down or girl, whoever it is, escrow. Like, I've talked about that at length, and that's really not the question to ask. Maria V says, they say a person who swears a lot is usually quite honest. Well, I don't know. No comment on that. I just like going over facts, okay? My whole career, I've had to just deal with facts all the time. Find evidence, gather the evidence in a certain way to present the facts in reports that I've always written or to a judge or whatever. So you kind of understand now like how I work. Other people who make YouTube have done other jobs. Mine have mainly been in law enforcement, probation, correction, kind of a military kind of thing. So that's kind of how I am as a person. Some people don't like it. I don't fucking care. You know, I just present news how I see it in the hopes that people can truly come up and make money and change their life. That's what this channel is about. Sure, it'd be great to have 1.7 million people, but then I couldn't talk individually like I do right now. So is it a numbers game where I make a lot of money? Or, do I have a small amount of people on here that I could really answer a question to or comment? So there you have it. Hulk is blunt as fuck. Gotta love it. Yeah. And when I worked a lot of my career, I worked in a career field where you have to be blunt. I didn't work at like a Nordstrom where you have to try to be nice to people that are shopping so they can spend more so I could make more of a commission. I didn't work. I worked in the criminal justice where you've got to be very blunt and to the point in everything. I don't really call it beat around the bush or whatever, because that's when bad shit happens. If you work in law enforcement or even in probation, where I'm trying to change people's lives. Anyway, enough of that. I want to talk about my fucking career or my past career. Okay, last news point. There's this guy. I won't say his name, but I kind of hinted already. He's got about 1 point something million followers. I decided to watch 20 minutes of this guy's show. It was only like an hour and 20 something minutes long, but I could only take 20 minutes. Okay. So, because I wanted to be, give the person a chance and just to explain like what I see. So he's always talking about Bitcoin and he reads off numbers all the time and talks about like market cap kind of stuff. So probably like your top 5 or 10. So that's what he's kind of doing, like looking on the chart things and reading off what's going on now, who's up, who's down, kind of a thing. He is a pump and dump kind of person and talks about hype stuff. Everything he talks about is speculation. Remember what I said what a speculation market is? It's a bullshit market. If you run a show and all you do is speculate, well, that's a bullshit show, okay? He never brought up a use case at all and doesn't focus on what really makes a crypto worth a lot. He mentions when a crypto goes up and down, which is obvious. So he'll say, oh, this is up or this is down. Well, dude, I can figure that fucking shit out too. I look on CoinMarketCap or CoinPacrica or whatever it is, and I can look for myself what's up or down. Like, why do you got to like give me? Okay, but whatever. I'm just telling you what I saw. He hops in and out of crypto, and he has a serious crew working for him. So he's got like these people, these chart analysis people, and probably some whales and stuff. I'm positive. Working with him so that he looks good if he makes a buy and a sell and a buy and a sell. It's not just this guy. It's probably the 10 to 15 other people working for him. Got it? So when he put in, I think $100 into Matic or Polygon, and of course, like he'll sell it before he tells everybody, of course, and then he'll later tell them, because that's how they all do this. They invest before they tell you, and then they pull out of it before they tell you. That's how all this works. So he put in 100, and then he made 700,000. So he probably has a group of people. They all put in 100. So that sounds like a lot. Damn, he just made 600,000. But it's no difference if you put in 100, then you made $700. The only difference is he's got a lot more money because he's got like a corporation working for him. That's all. So don't trip on that dumb shit when you see that guy do that stuff. He is 100% speculative. 100% speculative show. It's all about what if. And if we do this, then maybe this later. It's all speculation. And I'm pretty much the opposite. Total opposite. I run my show completely different than this guy. He's about clickbait, getting the commercials. Boy, he's sure trying to get everybody to stop what you're doing right now. Like this channel, refer this to your friends. If you're on a phone, click out of it, hit the share button. Like You know, because it's about numbers. And that dude probably makes, I don't know how much a month, 10 to 15 grand a month, I'm sure he makes on that show. Not that that's bad, but I'm just telling you what his incentive is. What's my incentive? I already told you what my incentive is. And other people's incentive is to make money. And they can't say certain things that I can say because they will lose sponsors like fast. If that dude talks shit about the SEC or the government or other YouTube people or whatever, this and that like me that I think are scamming people or whatever or doing out of pocket shit, he won't be have that 1 million people anymore, guaranteed. He is all about trying to sell an idea. Okay. You know, I look at if there's a downturn in the economy or a dip, and that's when I'll like look at this is a good time right now to start buying. See, when all this down stuff started coming in, I made videos and showing you how this is such a tremendous opportunity for new people. I wasn't like, oh my God, you know, there's YouTube people I told you that sold everything XRP, they sold out. Or if they had Ether, where they sold out when it starts to drop. Crypto Hulk doesn't do that shit. Crypto Hulk is like, if you don't have any kind of whatever crypto thing, then you need to start getting it right now. You know, I'm not talking about trying to hedge your bets and do that. No, buy shit when it's as fucking low like this, you know? Just do it. And ones that you think are good. So, my name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor. Far from it. I'm just some guy that makes random videos. I totally lie all the way through my videos. I don't know a single thing about crypto, actually. Never do anything I say financially. And if you do when you get wrecked, then sucks being you. Ha ha! Got it? So that's how I run this channel. The bigger the drop you see in cryptos, then that's when you get a better opportunity to buy shit. That's how I'm running this channel, because there's no fear at all when I'm making these videos. I've told you guys over about use case, about picking a good crypto, how to find a good crypto, and all these kind of things. And then there's no kind of fear, uncertainty, and doubt or nothing. If I feel someone might take our crypto, what did I tell everybody like a month ago or something? Get your software, hardware wallets. Maybe I started saying that 2 months ago. And the reason I say that is prepare yourself so that if somebody wants to take it off the exchange, oops, it's already off the exchange. You can't take it when it's already off. See, so that's how I run this channel, about sound investing in a great use product. Oh, damn, I gotta go. All right, I will make another show later. I am behind on what I gotta do, and see you in a couple hours.